Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Languages with Core, and in today's video I'm going to discuss about some of the useful collocations and the vocabulary words for the topic crime and punishments. Well, the students who are preparing for the IELTS exam, whenever they are instructed to write about these topics which are related to crime and punishment, they do face difficulty to handle those topics easily because these topics are not much familiar to them and they do not know the adequate vocabulary words or the appropriate vocabulary words to write in these types of topics. That's why I have selected this topic to discuss with you all. So let's start with the learning. First of all, I would like to teach you about the synonyms for those words which will appear frequently in these topics, and those words are crime and criminals. The thing is, if you keep on repeating the same nouns again and again in your task, it will come under repetition. It will be considered as a repetition and there could be the deduction of your bands. So to avoid the repetition, you should learn about the synonyms of these main words related to these topics. So for crime, you can say unlawful activities, or you can say illegal activities, or you can say antisocial acts. So out of these three synonyms, you can make use of any, or you can use all three in your task answer. On the other hand, if I talk about the term criminals, for criminals, you can replace this word by saying offenders, or you can use culprits, convicts, lawbreakers, or you can say wrongdoers. Now when you are writing about these topics, you should have knowledge of some of the verbs which are necessary to write in these types of topics. For example, if you want to say that the criminal is doing the crime, so instead of using this simple verb doing, what is the more effective verb? You can make use of this verb. You can say crimes are committed by the criminals, or criminals are committing the crime. Committing the crime is an appropriate verb to be used in these topics. Or you can say criminals are resorting to the crimes. Resorting is another verb which you should definitely learn. Now let's talk about different types of punishments. Whenever you're writing about the topic crime, you would definitely talk about some types of punishments. So basically the punishment depends upon the severity of the crime. Still, you should have knowledge of some of the terms which are related to the punishments. First of all, I would like to talk about capital punishment. Now capital punishment is the kind of death penalty. Means death punishment is given to any culprit, any convict. On the other hand, there is another type of punishment, that is imprisonment. Now in case of imprisonment, a person is sent to the jail, sent to the prison, and it could be imprisonment of several months or several years, or it could be a life imprisonment. Now the important thing is, whenever you are talking about the topics related to crime, you would certainly talk about some of the laws, or you would talk about these suggestions that government should make some laws, or government should initiate some laws. So instead of using these common vocabulary words or the verbs do or make, you can make use of some effective collocations or verbs. You can say that government should implement some laws, or government should enforce some law. So enforce and implement, these are the useful verbs for this topic. Now the next important term which I am going to discuss with you is the juvenile delinquency. You can check the spellings, juvenile delinquency. Now honestly saying, many of the students do not know the exact meaning of this collocation, juvenile delinquency. It means the persons or the teenagers who are under 18 years of age, and they are indulged in any kind of crime. It could be robbery, it could be rape, or any other types of crimes. They are immature and they are involved in some kinds of criminal activities. Those are called juvenile, and delinquency is their inappropriate behavior. So let me remind you here that in your final IELTS exam, you can get a topic related to this term, juvenile delinquency. You can be asked to write about the reasons why it is happening, or what are the effects and what solutions should be there to stop the juvenile delinquency. Now suppose you have started writing about this topic, you have covered the reasons, you have covered the effects of something which is related to any kind of criminal activity. Most of the times in the end you are asked to write some of the suggestions. So in the suggestions you will talk about the reforming of the criminals, or you will talk about the rehabilitation of the criminals. So these terms are very useful to use in these types of essays. The verbs I would suggest you which you can use while providing some of the suggestions or solutions are, you can say molding the criminals, or you can say reforming the criminals, or you can say transforming the criminals. All these three verbs, reforming, molding and transforming, are conveying the thing that government should do something, or people should do, or the other NGOs should do some of the works to reform the criminals or to change their antisocial behavior. Next useful collocation is rehabilitation centers. Do not miss this collocation when you are talking about crime or criminals. Rehabilitation, first of all, you should learn the spellings of this word properly, rehabilitation. Now these are those centers, those institutes, those organizations where culprits or criminals are kept to transform their mind, to change their mind, or they are provided some kind of assistance or guidance to be better human beings. So in those rehabilitation centers, criminals can be transformed into responsible citizens of the country. So whenever you are writing about suggestions how crime rates can be reduced, or how the behavior of the criminals can be changed, you must use this collocation, rehabilitation centers. Let me tell you one more thing, that sometimes students get this topic. For example, they are asked that what are the causes of increased rates of recidivisms among the criminals. Now most of the time students get stuck at this word recidivism. Now what does it mean? Recidivism means the tendency among the criminals to re-offend, recommit the same crime again and again. So you should have clarity about this term in your mind, that what is recidivism. The criminals are doing same crime again and again, though they got the punishment or they were sent to the prison. So you should also practice for this topic which is related to recidivism. And in the end, when we are going to conclude the topic, we usually say that all the people should follow the rules and regulations, or all the citizens should obey the rules. So at that time you can make use of these collocations. Law-abiding citizens. Law-abiding citizens. Law-abiding citizens are those people who are following laws properly. And instead of saying obeying to the laws, you can make use of this better collocation, adherence to the rules, adherence to the laws. Adherence means people are supposed to follow different rules and regulations. So adherence means we are following. And the next collocation is simpler one, but you can make use of it when you are writing about crimes, criminals and punishments. That is mainstream society. Mainstream society. And you can frame your sentence like this, that government and other NGOs should assist the criminals who have finished their imprisonment to adjust in the mainstream society. Many times it can be seen that criminals who have finished their imprisonment, they come out of the jail and they want to adjust in the mainstream society, but they are not treated fairly. They are made to feel guilty. So this discriminatory or indifferent behavior should not be there if a person wants to change. So stay tuned, stay connected, keep on learning. See you in the next video with a new topic. Thanks for watching.